Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be doing chapter 1 exercise 1.2. In our earlier video we studied about the Euclid's algorithm and its lemma. So today we will be learning about the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So what does the fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that? It states that every positive integer can be written as a product of two or more prime numbers. Now there is a question that it is except 1, as 1 can be written as 1 into 1 only, right? That's all. And also this states that if every positive integer can be written as a product of two or more primes, then that means that every composite number can be written as a product of power of primes, right? Like, let us have an example. 24 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, right? 60 can be written as 2 into 3, 6 into 2, 12, 12 into 5, 60. 37 can be written as 1 into 37. 1 can be written as 3 into 37, where we notice that 24, 60 were composite numbers, whereas 37 was a prime number, right? So we saw that they all are written in the powers of primes, right? These all are prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 37. These all are prime numbers, right? So that means that every composite number can be written as a product of power of primes. Also this states that the prime factorization of a natural number is unique except for the order of its factors, right? So this means that, let us take an example. 24 we took it above, right? 24 can be written as 2, let us suppose it can be written as 8 into 3, right, which is equals to 2 cube into 3, right? It can also be written as 3 into 8, which is equals to 3 into 2 cube. It can also be written as 6 into 4, which is equals to 2 into 3 into 2 square, which is equals to 2 cube into 3. It can also be written as 12 into 2, which is equals to 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12 into 2, which is also equals to 2 cube into 3. Then this means that no matter what order of factors we take, we are always going to get a unique, that is 2 cube into 3, as our prime factorization of this number. Okay, so let us come to another formula. We have a formula that for two numbers, if there are two numbers, then their HCF into LCM is equals to their product. Suppose we want to find the LCM of 96 and 404 and also their HCF, right? So we find the HCF of 96 and 404. What is there? 96, 2 2s are 2 4s are 2 8s are 2 2s are 2 4s are 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 6s are 2 3s are. Okay, now let us take 404. 2 101, 2 202s are and 2 101s are and 101 into 1s are, right? So that means that we have 96 into 96 is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, right? 5 2s and a 3, right? This was this. So also 404 is equals to 2 into 2 into 101. This means that our HCF is common from both. 2 into 2 is common in both. This means that our HCF is equals to 2 into 2, that is equals to 4. Rather than counting whole the LCM, let us find it. Okay. Also, let us use our new formula over here, that is equals to HCF into LCM is equals to product of these two numbers. This means that HCF was 4 into LCM is equals to product, that is 404 into 96. LCM is equals to 404 into 96 upon 4. That means 96 into 101, that is equals to 9696. That means our LCM is this. The lowest common multiple is this. Okay. Now, coming back to our example, consider the numbers 4n where n is a natural number. Check whether there is any value of n for which 4n ends with the digit 0. If the number 4n for any n were to end with the digit 0, then it would have to be divisible by 5. Why 5? Because 4 into 4 when multiplied by a number which when last gives a 0 is 4 into 5, that is 20. Okay, or if it equals to 4 into 10, that is 40. Okay, so the lowest among this is 5. That means it has to be a divisible by 5. That is the prime factorization of 4 and would contain the prime number 5. So it has to contain the prime number 5. But 4n is equals to 2 into square into n, that is equals to 2 into 2 power n. But this does not contain 5. So that means that the fundamental theorem of arithmetic guarantees that there are no other primes in the factorization of 4n. That means there is no natural number n for which the 4n ends with the digit 0. Right? So let us now have another example. We have just seen that is example. Always remember this formula, that LCM into HCF is equals to the product. Okay. Now let us come to the exercise. Our question number 1 is to product to each number as a product of its prime factors. It does not need to be a prime factor. We have earlier studied what are prime factors. That means that 140 has to be written in the form of a product of primes. Right. Now we have to find the LCM and HCF of the following pairs of integers to verify that this formula holds. We have studied this now only. Right. Now let us come back to another question. Find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. That is, let us take the first question, 12, 15, 21. We wrote it down in only one form only, one table. And let us now do the HCF part first. Okay, we know that the first let us take a number that divides all these three, that is 3. So taking 3 4s are 3 5s are and 3 7s are, right? And now we are left with no common number that divides them all. So let us now have it 4 1 7s are 7 4 1 1 and 2 2 1 1 and another, that is 2 1 1 and 1, right? So that means that our LCM is equals to 3 into 5 into 7 into 2 into 2, right? Our LCM is equals to 3 into 5 into 7 into 2 into 2. You can calculate that. Similarly, we can find the other parts. Now in the next question, what is this? HCF is this and we have to find the LCM, right? So what we will use? The formula HCF into LCM is equals to the product, that is equals to 306 into 657. HCF was 9 into LCM is equals to 306 into 657 LCM is equals to 306 into 657 by 9. You can calculate it and you can find the LCM. Now next, check whether 6n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. We know what is 6n. 6n is equals to 2 into 3n, which is equals to 2n into 3n. It does not contain any number that is divisible by 5. It does not contain 5, so that means it does not divide. So it means that it has a no prime factor that is divisible by 5. That means that it does not have any natural number n for which the number can end with the digit 0. I hope you are clear with this question. This can come in 1 marks. Now our next question is, explain why this and this are composite numbers. Right, we can write it as 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13, which is written as 13 into 17 into 11 plus 1. Right, so that is equals to 13, 187 plus 1, 13 into 188. This is a composite number, so that means it is a composite number, right? Also, let us have another one, 7 into 6 into 5. I hope you can do this now. Let us come on to the next question. There is circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? So in this case, we have to find the HCF, which will be equal to HCF of 12 and 18. That means that it is 3 4 is 12, 3 6 is 18, 2 3. Our HCF is equals to 6. That means after 6 minutes they both will meet at the starting point.